I have no script or plan or map about what I'm actually talking to you about today. I just decided I had to make a quick video because I was at the No King's Day protests yesterday in my little pocket of California, and it was awesome. And I want to tell you about it because I really wasn't sure what the turnout was going to look like. Where I am is kind of a weird little purple pocket of California with a lot of ag community around us. You do see a lot of open support for the current regime. And so I wasn't sure how that was going to go. And I was so proud to see so many people in our community show up and just have their voices be heard. There was peaceful protest. It was very well organized. It was very well contained. People were out there being kind with water and granola bars and sunscreen and all the things, and making sure that folks knew where we could be, we're all taking care of each other. We're all looking out for each other. And I mean, there were a few trucks waving their regime regalia, who decided to just keep circling and flipping us off. And that's fine. I was blowing kisses, right? I'm not even going to give you the, energy of flipping you off back, right? Like, we all have our eyes open because one of those trucks could turn on the crowd. It happens. But one of the things that stuck out with me most, and I wanted to share, because it was really cool to see folks of all ages and all backgrounds out talking, protesting, using their civil liberties and responsibilities together. And I saw high schoolers, I saw kids, I saw senior citizens, I saw folks who you could tell had some mobility issues but wanted to get out there. They brought folding chairs, they brought their walkers, their canes, their mobile seats, their things, right, to find space in the shade. They brought their fans. And it was so cool to see, especially in a smaller town, people coming up. There was a retired teacher near me on one of the street corners, and at least a dozen people recognized him, stopped to talk to him, former students. Oh, do you remember me? You were my favorite teacher. I had you such and such years ago. And then there were a lot of really young people, young, scared people that were probably just out of high school, if I had to guess. And I could hear a lot of the conversations going on around me where there were people who didn't know that the protest was happening or knew about it, but none of their friends could come or didn't work out, and they came by themselves or they just saw it and decided to go explore. And they said they felt more hopeful in that environment and with that crowd than they had in months, than they had just sitting alone in their apartment, that they felt safer, even though they weren't, they were out of their comfort zone, right? But they knew they were around people that were going to look out for them. They saw hope. They saw community. I saw people making connections in real life, in person. Oh, what was your name? Oh, you live here too. And it's like, bing, bing, little lights going off of like, this is the community. This is the connection that we need more of. So again, peaceful protests, community organizing, this is so important. Keep doing it. Keep going out there. If you're not sure about it, just try it. This was like a smaller protest in the grand scheme of things, and it's a pretty small county here where I am, but we showed up. And it was a very simple process to be able to find that online. No Kings, I think Indivisible is one of the groups that help organize it. They have put out so much good information, and find a way to just get involved in your community, because one protest isn't going to change everything, right? But it's a million tiny things that are going to make a difference. And if you can make that connection, if we can start to hook back into our communities and find people, like-minded people who believe in similar things, who want to fight the good fight, who are not ready to go quietly into the abyss, into this authoritarian nightmare. So if nothing else, get out there because you need the hope. Get out there to say fuck you to the fascists. Fuck you, fascists. They want you to stay home. They want you to be alone. They want you to feel completely isolated. Don't give it to them. Fuck you, fascists. Get out there and make some friends in your community. Go make some good trouble. Happy Sunday, troublemakers.